could very well lead to the crowns, because it's about to get nasty. Check your entrance tickets.
Over here! Over here! I got mine right here!
I'm sorry, I really am, but that is not an entrance ticket. In fact, from up here, it looks like a sweaty piece of cloth. Oh, probably just a snot rag. Due to Proclamation 1748.2, need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy, or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
Under.
Thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone.
Pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
뭐야? 타고 가는 게 아니었어.
Bees and distress.
So, how did you find an eye?
Go. 뭐야?
There's a hideous beast
뭐야?
lurking inside.
물지 마.
Rude.
미쳤어. 이 죽긴 뭐지? 우와. 뭐야?
No one should notice one bell missing.
Small bell.
King Edward gave us everything we have. His legacy was tarnished in his later years, but he was a once great man. And he left me with a Daventry to grow into the kingdom it is today.
뭐야?
The announcement board was covered until round 2.
I better stand on this side of the rock.
It wouldn't budge. That didn't need a bell.
어.
peculiar trap.
덫인데?
Fantastical floating island. Only steps away. It's so floaty. You'll be amazed.
Don't worry. The Wetzels will be here soon, Princess Madeline.
I wasn't always the master archer you see before you now.
How'd you learn?
We'll get to that part.
도끼가 없어졌네.
I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with the craftsmanship of these traps.
You
뭐야?
just pranced
아,
into a
깜짝아,
dark
씨.
cave.
뭐야?
Seems like a waste.
That didn't need a bell.
다시 죽어볼까? 안돼. 아, 애들 여기다 유인하는 것 같은데. 저 늑대 애들. 앞에 가서 종을 올려볼까 잠깐.
That didn't need a bell.
안 되네.
Almost there. World's greatest and only floating island.
Floating Island.
Don't turn right. No floating islands that way.
나 여기 가기 전에 딴 데 틀려야겠다. 뭐야?
How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels.
어?
Get out of here! Scram! Shoot! Beat it!
오, 저 아줌마.
These dumb lanterns are always breaking. You hear that, Chester? You're a hack! Not everyone around here takes pride in their work like I do. Unfortunately, those blue flames are the only things that spook the pack. so I'm forced to return to their shop of wizardry and toiletries. Wetzel wolves are super aggressive this time of year. Usually, they travel north to the hills of Serenia for mating season. But like us, they are stranded here until the bridges are fixed. Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches!
I walked into town with my last coin.
Oh.
Hey, Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest.
Oh!
Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye. Back away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order. You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order. You make up your mind?
So, I've been meaning to ask. What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim my hedges. Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of 1 shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
How much for that gardening tool?
1 shiny gold coin.
1.
Do you have any idea where I can hunt down an eye of a hideous beast?
What a glorious day for a tournament. My favorite time of year. Fire-eyed new recruits, the clanks and clinks of armor clashing, and the action the very finest. One hopeful always rises to the occasion. I love it all. Some people in town, they complain about the barbaric events, but it's a tradition I'm proud to be a part of. If I was competing, I'd go after the biggest, scariest beast I could find, even if it meant certain death. As they say, fortune favors the bold. You, on the other hand, have a kind heart. Probably wouldn't blind a beast just to win a competition. Your arms look like they've never even held a bow. No, you're just too nice. But perhaps you'll prove me wrong.
What was your advice again?
We need a traditionally brave knight in Daventry. One that can cut through all the new policies and rules, and instead get out there and protect our borders from enemies. We need a knight that can fight off our dragons.
Bye.
Make your move.
That didn't need a bell.
Did you do it? Did you spend your only gold coin on the epic weed whacker?
I
Yes.
did. The bowl costs a fortune.
Now, Graham, promise me you will only use this for its intended purpose.
I shall be brave in all my hedge trimmings.
Those plants will never see it coming. You bought it, now get to trimming. And only trimming.
Hello there, and good afternoon. If I do say so myself, sometimes you roll the dice, and they all come up wenty. Even though the bridges are out, and my supplier has gone missing, I sold yesterday's bread when I wasn't even here. I wish more people were that trustworthy around Daventry.
내가 준 건데.
Now, you fine strapping lad, how may I help you? Did you figure out what you want to order?
Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitterroot. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
That's not a delicious, chocolate, hideous beast-eye cake I smell cooking, is it?
Looking for an eye, are you? Well, it must be that time of year again. Frankly, I can't tolerate it. The Fays weren't raised that way. It's archaic. So much fighting and needless killing. Compassion comes from the heart, you know? As does food. If you want to get to the heart of any problem, all you need is pie. You look like a compassionate fella, like myself. And I think we're going to get along right as raisins. Please, don't take part in the violence.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's star shroom pie. A delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what, if you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
So, where can I find the ingredients for that giant pie?
I'll also need 1 gold coin. But which ingredient?
The sugar shrooms.
They are pink and only grow in cold, dark areas.
The starberries.
They are yellow and tend to grow high on trees in sunny areas.
Never mind. What was your advice again?
Think with your heart and not with your brain or your biceps. That's the knight I want to see in King Edward's royal court.
Good day.
Don't forget to follow your heart.
Was he trying to set the record for the world's biggest pie? The sign read, "Ask us about our free samples." The sign read, "Ask us about our free samples."
Oh, custard! Oh, just like my mom used to make.
Oh, I'm saving that pie for a special occasion. Sorry.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Oh, hush feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He appears to be a compassionate gentleman, but he is clearly out of his comfort zone. And who needs to think more with his brain and less with his heart if he is going to defeat the...
Zounds! Did you just...
Very judgmental people.
It's true, we're judges. This is my judging face.
Uriel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
Well, we've shifted our core business to potions, curiosities, and the occasional practical joke. We gladly share our wisdom for free, but everything else starts at one shiny gold coin.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot.
He reminds me of our son.
It looked like some type of broken lantern.
What are these little guys?
Those are bird bombs. Our own invention.
Kinda like a smoke bomb, but they release gas that will cause your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display.
You cut?
Not that type of story.
He reminds me of our son.
I always miss him this time of year.
He dreamed of becoming a knight, too. I wish he would visit more.
Or at least...
You cut?
오늘은 여기까지 해야겠다.